Thank you. It's raw. The color of the soup is yes. So I think my goal today is to try thukpa. It's like a noodle soup kind of dish, but actually this is pretty hot, so I'm not sure if I should get some warm dish. I want to get something savory. It's a bit hot, my back is already sweating. But the wind is still cool here. It's like it's sunny, but it's still cool. This momo place is buzzing. I need to try. So I got buff and then we're waiting here. But that doesn't seem to be enough seat for me. So maybe I'll just wait here. It looks very local though. So everyone is just like here. Ah, so I think you just sit wherever you can. Okay, let's do this. Ooh. Seems like no room. I'll wait a little bit more. It's full. Thank you. Thank you. So it's like we're eating with totally stranger here. We don't know each other, but we're sharing a table, which is cute. Their momo looks bomb. So I ordered the buff. Let's try. There you go. So this is buffalo. The inside is actually very soft. But my friends say that it's because it's not the usual buffalo that we find in Southeast Asia. It's water buffalo, that's why they look like this. It's super tender. You wouldn't recognize that this one is buffalo. It's even more tender than cow. The sauce is tangy. I think they have masala in here. Very good. And they do it very saucy. Everyone else. I should add some more. I feel like it's getting hotter and hotter, the sauce. You're drinking it like soup. Wow. It's a bit tangy, spicy, full of spices. And so good. Mitocha. Two left, let's go. For the last one, they have this chili. I think they would call this achar as well because I thought the sauce here is achar. Let's try. Let's be safe. There's an additional flavor there in the watery chili, but I feel like it's more acidic than spicy. It's good. The momo earlier was awesome, and it's just right next to the Buddha stupa, so you have an approximate estimate where it is located in. So if you're around this Buddha stupa, you can go also get that momo. I feel like the buffalo that I got was so soft and tender. The skin of the momo itself, the wrapping, the shell, was steamed and it was not at all very thick. So this is the place. I think it's totally worth the hype. Go here if you are around. So I might be wrong, but when I pass by neighborhoods like this, I rarely see any houses with enough spaces for car parking. So the way they use it is that they just park it on the road like this. I wonder if that's a situation about, the land becoming less affordable and also the land in Kathmandu becoming more scarce, so that the people will just be building taller building and no spaces for garden or parking spot. Yeah, I'm just curious because I see a lot of cars, but I don't know where they are parked. We are on a bridge right now, crossing the river, and it's around 30 minutes from the temple towards this Tibetan restaurant that I want to visit. I like walking. It helps me maintain my stamina and also my health while I'm traveling. I eat a lot, so I need to do some workout. It seems like we have arrived. Let's do this. Yangling. We got a spot. Namaste. Oh, so the momo here is 10 pieces, and then they have thukpa and 10 tuk. So thukpa is like the noodle soup that I told you I wanted to try today, but for 10 tuk it's flat pasta with soup. Can I get your recommendation? Chicken thukpa? Which one do you recommend, chicken or pork? Pork is good. Mitocha? Okay, then I'll take the pork. What else do you recommend? Chicken chili fry? Why not? Yeah, I can try that. Chicken or buff sausage? Which one is better? More Nepali than Tibetan, no? Okay, I'll get the chicken chili fry. What do you recommend? Is there any Tibetan drink? No? I'll get plain lassi. Dhanyabad. Thank you. The smell of the paprika is hitting right away.
When Joan and I went and
Usually this looks amazing.
and the first day that we were coming down, we went from like ABC, something ridiculous. Like we did like
The color of the soup is beautiful. I was expecting it to be like this. I didn't want it to be like clear, very clear. So it's very nice. And then they have like fried porks on top of it.
and our guide.
Suddenly my microphone was not microphoning, so I'm just gonna walk you through the foods that I ordered. The noodle is piping hot, scalding even, so I cannot try it immediately. Let's try the chicken chili fry first. This is something that I see many Nepalese like, but they use different meats for this. At the indigenous village that I went to, sometimes they cook pork with this sauce, but they call them sweet and sour sauce, not chili fry or pork chili fry. My first impression of this is that the chicken was kind of dry. They're using the breast part and they fry them first before glazing it with the sauce. The flavor was very mild. It has a light sourness from tomatoes, but also a bit spiciness and bitterness coming from the chili and also the bell pepper right here. Now, moving on to the noodle, I'm very excited for this one. Of course, we're gonna try the soup first. It was surprisingly savory. It has a strong sweetness too, which I think is coming from the veggies that they have inside, like carrots. I think they have some other greens here. They also use some pepper, so it warms your throat as you drink the soup. Oh yeah, I was also wondering, this is very weird, but they gave me spoon and fork instead of chopsticks, and I don't understand why. For the topping of the noodle, I chose pork and they gave me fried pork belly. Quite generous amount as well, but they taste like the ordinary fried pork. Fatty, a bit chewy, and there are layers of textures from the fat, lean meat, and also the skin of the pork. I do think that the noodle was very unique. They're not your typical chewy and bouncy kind of noodle. They are thin, slippery, and spreadable. When it enters your mouth and you bite into it, it breaks. So it's not something that I'm very familiar with, but the taste was good, and I think the noodle might be handmade by the restaurant. One thing that I really like about thin noodle is that they're slurpable, so I can just I like that. As you eat the noodle with some of the toppings, you get various textures as well, like the crunchiness from the carrots, chewiness from the fried pork, and they blend quite well together with the noodle. And then, of course, you finish everything with savory soup. So these right here, I think is gonna be a very, very good bowl to have during cold seasons. And I know Nepal has it. The winter here could be very cold, and this noodle, thukpa, can be life-saving.
They when I got here and they oh the wax. Can we play by card and I'll speak to you guys. I've got 100. How much should
I definitely can see myself ordering this again, but midway when I'm eating it, I feel like I need to add some more condiments to make the food more exciting. So here I am trying the chili powder to go along with the noodle. I didn't know how spicy it is gonna be, the chili powder, so I'm just using a very moderate amount just to try it out. Turns out adding the chili pepper was a right decision because it gave the noodle a little bit of a kick, and I like that. So it gives another element to the dish that I didn't have before, which was a very strong kicking flavor. They also have soy sauce on the table, but I don't think I need it, so I didn't use that. The pattern that I see here on these two foods that I ordered is that both are very mild tasting. So it turns out I was able to finish all of the soup. I think it grows on you. Once you drink it, it tastes even tastier and tastier, and I would definitely recommend adding chili powder. It gives that little kick. For the chicken, I feel like it's too dry for me. Maybe they're using the breast part. I would reorder the thukpa, and maybe I'll try the flat noodle one next time. It gives the feeling of homemade food as well, light, hearty, warming as well. So I think this especially is going to be very good when it's raining outside and you just want a hot bowl. Okay, so the plan is I'm going to save some space in my stomach to get some Nepali desserts. So I'm going to pay now and then we can go. I think we should be near to the dessert place. I'm not sure. So it's makusi. Hello. Can you recommend me something to snack? The dessert?
Yeah,
I want something that is local. So yeah, traditional desserts kind of thing.
we have Jiri Swari.
Jeri swari?
Yeah, it's Nepali dessert. Flour.
Flour. And the taste, is it
It's sweet.
sweet?
Yeah.
Is it very sweet or not very sweet?
Yeah, it's very sweet.
It's very sweet?
Yeah.
What else?
Now the goal for
Swari?
This is Jeri swari?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So actually this is a warm dessert. It's not a cold dessert. Looks to me like a bit like jalebi. The fried syrup. It is. Crispy syrup soaked jeri wrapped around a chewy, scrumptious flatbread swari. Oh, breakfast? It says here, the ultimate Nepali breakfast. Crazy. So it looks like this. Yes, this is fried syrup and this is some sort of a bread, flattened bread. Let's try. It's basically syrup and then you deep fry it. So on the outer layer, it is a bit more crispy. But when you bite into it, then the syrup bursts inside of your mouth. It's very sweet though. So maybe the flatbread will help. Let's try. It does help a lot. So this is like eating a sweet dessert for breakfast, like pancake and honey kind of thing. But this one is flatbread and syrup. Very interesting. I don't know if I can finish it, but as you can see, the syrup is covering my fingers already. Nepali breakfast. Oh my god. I don't think I can have this for my breakfast. I think the flatbread complements the sweetness of the jeri. Because this is pure sugar and then it's caramelized because of the frying. If you cannot handle too much sweet like me, I think buying one and then divide it with two, your friend for example, that would be the best. I think I'm ready to go back. Thank you so much. You were very helpful. Great explanation. Thank you.